Alright guys, Dylan here, back with more Valhalla. Continuing on, doing my triumphant return. We're still in the middle of the East Anglia arc. Plan is to finish this tonight if I don't get super tired by the end of it, but we'll see. I should be able to finish it. Not entirely. I would think like, what, maybe an hour? Maybe an hour and a half from now. We'll see. I might get tired. Whatever. Oh, yeah, this is what I was talking about last episode. Yeah, last episode I was running through video topics I feel like I need to revisit on my other channel at some point, mainly because I kind of butchered my first attempt at talking about these things. Yeah, because like because with my other channel, at this point, whenever I do a retrospective of something, I go very much in detail to the point where like I don't feel like I need to cover that topic ever again. And like that's the point of it, is like I want to talk about everything there is to talk about that. So it's done. Like AC Brotherhood, I talked about pretty much everything I feel like I need to talk about with Brotherhood. It's good. However, AC2, which I made over a year ago now, I feel like at that point the video format was vastly different than what I would currently do, and because I left out a lot of things I want to talk about there. So, yeah, I kind of want to just like look through the history of the channel, my other channel, and just talk about things that I would like to redo. Let's see.
You did what you had to, Gordy. This one's better off.
We'll have to act fast if we expect to find others.
Where did you find this one?
Just outside the Northwich walls. By the water's
So let's see. Celebrity Big Brother 2. I think I could. Actually, no, I feel like I covered that pretty well, actually. Like, even though it's a short video, I feel like I did go episodic. Or not episodic, but weekly with that. I feel like, well, I could go in more detail with that nowadays. I feel like I talked about it pretty solidly. Oh, I forgot about this fucking mission. This is a weird one, isn't it? That we just like find a random guy, but it's like it's very clear that it's like the same guy at every fucking location. Metro, I would like to do at some point. I wouldn't mind redoing my Metro videos. I feel like I talked about Exodus solidly, but I do feel like 2033 and Last Light in particular, I feel like there's definitely stuff that I left out there that I mean, especially because like I didn't talk spoilers, right? Yeah, and that's another thing too, is like I remember like when I started the channel, I tried to remain spoiler free for certain videos. At this point, that just wouldn't be the case. I'm going full spoiler at this point. Well, shit.
I need your eyes, my friend.
Oh, it is here. I'm a fucking idiot. I kind of just forgot how this worked. That was entirely my fault.
There. Looks like the woods now.
Wait. What are you doing? I'm just a pig farmer.
You are awfully well armed for a pig farmer. Stay down, muckworm. I
Wait,
have
what?
some friends who'd like to speak with you.
Yeah, so Metro is something I would like to recover. Even though, like, to be honest, I don't see that happening for a while. Like, maybe if I'm doing like a maybe for the 5-year anniversary of my YouTube channel, maybe I could do that, because that would be like the core, like, do like a, I mean, that's something I've thought about doing. That would be fun, but it's like, I don't know how realistic that would be. Would be, like maybe for a big year anniversary, maybe 5-year, maybe 10-year, if I get down that again. I'm probably not doing this in 10 years, but yeah, to, like on a big anniversary year, to like try to pretty much just replicate the first year of the YouTube channel. Obviously, like not do the exact same video, but like do videos that kind of mirror those. Like do, like, first video would be like an updated guide to international survivors. Second video would be like maybe a Celebrity Big Brother 1 review or something. then like the Metro video I talked about, and maybe updated Big Brother Canada season ranking out, like stuff like that. Like essentially, like kind of mirror that first year. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. Will I do it? Probably not, but it'll be cool to do. I mean, to be honest, I did kind of do that this year. The month of, at least the month of February, I tried to do that. Like the month of February, was I tried the mirror that first month. Kind of, or the like first few videos, kind of, where I did Guide to International Survivor. No, I know I did Guide to International Survivor. I did update of that. I did the Metro Exodus review in the spot of the Metro Redux, and I did the Shenmue 3 in the spot of Shenmue 1 and 2. So that's what I did there. I think that was the extent of it, though. But yeah, I mean, Shenmue, I would like to recover the Shenmue series. Let's see, what else do I need to cover? Because a lot of these early ones aren't that bad. I mean, Legacy of the First Blade, it's like, but that would mean I have to fucking replay Legacy of the First Blade. How the fuck did I do Origins vs. Odyssey in 13 minutes? Like, it's funny looking back at some of my older videos that are so short, because, like, I can't imagine doing a video that short nowadays. At least on that topic, like, obviously, like, I mean, to be honest, like, what was the shortest recent video that I finished? Like, I can't think of the last time I did a video sub 15 minutes. Because even the Far Cry video was 16, Catherine is 15, 50, whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what was the last video? I mean, Hellblade, it was 10 minutes, 9 minutes, actually. But even that, like, I plan on redoing that one. Dude, what was my last sub 15-minute video? You know, like, especially one that's out. Even the Circle All-Star video was 16 minutes. Spider-Man was 15. Even Scott Pilgrim was 19. Holy shit, this is so far. Valhalla. It's literally my fucking Valhalla first impression video. Like the video that I made on when the game was announced.
That's enough to go on. Time to
That was literally the last video I did that was less than 15 minutes.
That wasn't necessary.
He insulted you before everyone gathered.
My Horizon video is only 15 minutes. I feel like I should have had more to say about that, but maybe I didn't.
I will not have blood spilled needlessly in my kingdom.
Let's see, I feel like I covered Kingdom Hearts good enough. Like, I don't see the point in redoing Kingdom Hearts.
This man spoke as if he knew you.
Let's see.
Rued was my
Future.
husband.
Your husband? You're married already?
I was. We've been apart for 5 summers.
Did she just say was?
I never expected to see him here, and I never wanted to.
East Anglia's prosperity depends on our safety and unity. With
Yeah,
Rued's
to be honest,
clan
actually, there isn't
stopping
that much.
around,
Like,
I
Avengers I
must
covered pretty well, I feel like. Avengers Endgame.
myself, man to man. There's no place for him in East Anglia. He must hear it from me.
Right. I'll start looking for a new king tomorrow.
Like, if I cared enough, The Leftovers would be something, but it's like, I don't care enough about The Leftovers to review that video. It's kind of funny that I did that video, because it's like, if I did that, like, it's funny that I had time on the schedule to do that video, because, like, nowadays, like, there's, like, videos like that, to be honest, I would have probably rather have done more, but I just don't have time to do it. Well, it's funny that I took the time to actually do it then. Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 is a big one. I really want to do redo Red Dead 2. Because that video is such shit in retrospect. I forgot my Leftovers review is only 9 minutes. Like, how the fuck did that happen? Again, it's so weird that I had so many videos sub 10 minutes when I started the channel. And to be honest, that's probably also another reason why, like, it's harder to keep up with the channel right now. Just because, like, all my videos end up being fucking enormous. That's not ideal.
I'm sure you're heading to Dunwich any moment.
Need you here. Speaking.
Alright, so we're good. What's it there? Again, I talked about that, BB. Amazing Race 31 is probably something that down the road I would do a retrospective of. Obviously, it's not anytime soon, though. But, yeah, obviously could have covered that one better. Actually, I don't even remember. Did I go episode by episode on that? Or did I just do generalities? I might have gone episode. It's really short. Like, it's a really short video. Alright, guys, BLM. Yeah, like I barely talked about the episodes. Which was fine. I thought it was a fun episode. I've been watching Chris and Brett just completely blow up their game was fantastic. But obviously they went home, and now Brett's edit. That's literally all I said. Okay, yeah, definitely Amazing Race 31. What the 2-sentence fucking review of the season? Like instead of now where it's like a couple paragraphs worth. Per episode. Like in this video, it's code. So that's kind of funny. Again, BB2. I think in retrospect, I would redo the Fate of Atlantis. I forgot how did they structure. I had to go on a rant, right? Which, by the way, I love how many dislikes I have on that video. Did I go like? Did I do spoilers? I must have done spoilers, right? It's such a waste to not do spoilers on that. Fuck. Come on, let me watch my own video. Oh, okay, I did.
Abel, you made it.
All the bad from episode 1. I think it was more aesthetically pleasing. The level design is very similar, where there's a lot of build. But the problem is when you're actually playing within it, it's not fun. Now for the narrative. What a mess. Again, as I mentioned, the main quests were pretty short, so that felt a bit rushed. Then we get to the ending, which is abysmal. Like it's really some of the worst writing I've seen in anything ever. It's so bad, especially because like the ending of the actual DLC, like the actual.
What am I doing with the editing of this? I just literally just let the clip play the entire time, but that has nothing to do with the fucking clip. Whatever.
It's a simulation. Like it doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Wait, what was I talking about?
Writing I've seen in anything ever. It's so bad, especially because like the ending of the actual DLC, like the actual Atlantis part of the DLC, makes it seem like, oh, this is so important. This is something that's gonna change everything. But again, it's a simulation. Like it doesn't matter. None of this matters. What are we doing? And they even mention right afterwards that none of this happened. It's like, what are we doing? But then we get the modern day, which is even dumber. It's so dumb. It's like, what are we doing with this? We have Layla, who is quite possibly the worst written character in the history of gaming. Like, it's really bad. And there's so many dumb things that happen in this ending. And, like, the entire DLC leads to nothing. Like, nothing happens. Nothing of consequence happens throughout this entire DLC. Nothing happens.
Actually, I can understand this, actually.
Nothing happens of consequence within
detail.
Nothing happens. This DLC
I don't feel like I went nearly as in detail as I should have
Those
here.
are my thoughts on
Okay, yeah, this is actually pretty bad, actually. Like, because I feel like I go on a rant without bringing up the examples of why I'm going on a rant. Because, like, I didn't talk about, like, how, I didn't even talk about October. Yeah, actually, I think I was trying to remain relatively spoiler-free. I think that was the problem with that video. Because, like, I don't go into specifics about talking about, like, Otto Berg and, like, her killing Victoria and all that shit. Yeah, I think in retrospect, like, sometime down the line, I will probably do a Fate of Atlantis retrospective. That's like, it's fucking Fate of Atlantis. But, I mean, to be fair, there's enough to talk about with Fate of Atlantis to do a video. It's just that it's all negative. And also, like, my opinion, here, what's funny is that my opinion of Fate of Atlantis was actually relatively high at that time. Like, I mean, Now it's like the Fate of Atlantis is the worst DLC. Like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't replayed Last Maharaja. I probably should before like fully claiming that, but I feel like it's pretty low. I mean, who the fuck else is there? Oh fuck. Yeah, Fate of Atlantis sucks. Like, to be honest, Legacy of the First Blade for me at this point is just so forgettable. It's bad, like it's really bad, but like I don't even remember like most of it. And like to be fair, the final episode isn't actually that bad. It's like, I mean, it's bad, but it's like it's actually probably the best part of any of the DLCs. Not the ending itself, but I mean the Amorgus stuff, the stuff with Darius and Amorgus. Like I actually think that stuff's pretty solid. And I don't think Amorgus. I think Amorgus is actually probably one of the better villains in the game as a whole. But game? Can you? Okay, fine, whatever. Got stuck on the thing, but whatever. I have 2 hours actually. Now I think about it, I kind of do want to. But it's like, when the fuck am I gonna make it? Like, do I? And like, when the fuck am I playing Odyssey again? Like, I'm not playing fucking Odyssey again. I am at some, like, I know I'm going to at some point, but I just really fucking dread the thought of playing Odyssey again. I will say that mission design-wise, this isn't my favorite arc in the world. I think so. I think this is gonna end up ranking bottom in terms of the arcs so far. Not that this is like that bad. Like it's fine. Like it's very middle of the road. Like it's probably in the same tier as the other one, as Grant Spridshire, but it's slightly worse. I'm trying to think. Okay, wait. So I'm running through. I still regret not doing a Heavy Rain video. I really should have done a Heavy Rain video this year. I completely forgot it was the 10-year anniversary. And when I did find out, it was like too late. Like it was literally like right before it, so I didn't have time. So that's something. Yeah, I think I owned those. I own Secrets. Sorry, South Africa. I feel like I covered that pretty well in my review. I feel like A&W 11 I covered decently well. I feel like Champions vs. Contenders could have been longer, but I covered it well enough to where I don't feel like I need to do it.
You don't need to know my name. You won't have a use for it beyond today.
I feel like even AC Origins, the 2 years later video, I feel like in retrospect I should have done more of it. Particularly in the narrative department. I feel like gameplay-wise I've covered it. It's the same thing with AC2. Like I feel like gameplay-wise I covered it in both of those. I just feel like narrative-wise, in terms of talking about its narrative, I kind of dropped the ball a bit on those videos. LA Noire is something that, like, ideally I would make a video about to talk about in more depth, but it's like at the same time it's like I don't feel like it's a necessity. Like I don't think it's something I need to do. Just because, to be honest, there's not that much more to talk about. Like there are some serious things I haven't talked about, but I don't think it's enough to really talk about it again and do another individual video on it. I could do a case ranking. I think that would be interesting, but it's like well, perspective. Again, Metro Exodus, even though that video is really short, I feel like I covered that well enough. I don't have any real regrets with that video. And then, yeah, I think from that point on, that was when I started to cover things properly. So again, it's some pretty big ones there. BB2, Amazing Race 1. This is where we get to the fight thing. Yeah, I mean, I think for me this is pretty definitively the bottom one, actually. I think, when I'm thinking about it a bit more, I think, yeah, so really, so far, it's really just in order. Actually, you know, I have a list of the missions here. Maybe we'll just end up doing them in the order that's listed here.
Fighting dirty, are you?
So that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But then again, at the same time, I do want to get to Asgard and Jotunheim. Because those are two arcs I feel like I need to replay. Like, Vinland, to be honest, I don't feel like I need to replay Vinland. I feel like I have a good grasp on Vinland. So if, like, we don't get to that before I make the story arc ranking, I think it's fine. Same thing goes with Hamptonshire. Same thing goes with the ending of the game, the Horda Flake, whatever the fuck it's called. I feel like all those three in particular I have a very good grasp on. I mean, to be honest, actually, I think in retrospect, maybe I do remember all these arcs. Because, like, I'm looking at the list, like, I kind of talk about it as if, like, I forgot what all the arcs are. But I think when looking back on it, maybe I think I do actually remember pretty much all these. Because, okay, wait, let's see. Paladin Stone is next. That's the Fluke stuff. And, like, us thinking Fluke's on our side. Turns out she's not. City of War is obviously London. I mean, London Arc's London Arc. Skyrospire, that's one I definitely need to replay, but I do remember, like, what happens with it. Obviously, it's the one where, the fuckface kills fuckface. Ivar kills the other one. Kent is where we're tracking down Sigurd, but we don't actually catch up with him at the end. Essex is the shit one. Sussex is where we actually do get, we actually kill Fluke, and we do get Sigurd back on our side. Lincolnshire is Hunwald and his story. Jorvik, which I did not know Jorvik was York, by the way. That was something I found out today, that Jorvik is York. But Jorvik, again, same thing. Urvikshire is more interesting. Obviously, I remember the connections between that and Jorvik. I remember, like, helping Halfdan take over Jorvik and all that stuff, but I don't remember, like, specifics within that. Gloucestershire. That one is the weird, like, mystical one, right? The one with, not mystical one, but, like, with Gunnar, and then eventually we get into the spirits and all that sort of stuff. Nottinghamshire, that one was, Vili, right? Where we have the decide on what to do with that, so, whatever. Winchester's Winchester, and then, yeah, I remember, like, so I remember, like, generalities about the arc, so it's, like, technically, I probably could, talk enough about these arcs to make a video, but again, ideally we would replay most of these before getting around to that ranking here. What is this here? I doubt it's anything that good, or else we would. Oh, it's Breakfall. That's not bad. That's yeah, let's go to this path. Oh fuck, that's a longer path. I think it's better skills along the way. Where are we at time-wise? Yeah, so I mean, in terms of my prediction for the ranking, to be honest, like, overall, I don't really have a good grasp on how the ranking's going to play out at the end of the day. This might actually end up being one of the lower ranked ones, though, when I'm looking at the board. Because it's like, I'm trying to look. Like, I feel like Oxenfordshire is going to be pretty high. I would guess it's going to be second best. London, I think, will be up there. Scarspire will probably be probably where Leicester is. Instruments of the Ancients, so Kent would be a little bit lower than those. Essex is going to be towards the bottom. Sussex is probably going to be around where Kent is. Lincolnshire is probably going to be a little bit toward, like, probably in the same range as this one. Jorvik's going to be around where London is. Urvikshire is going to be interesting. I'm not entirely sure where that one's going. Gloucestershire might be towards the bottom. I think that's probably a bottom ranked one. Winchester is, again, probably where London and all them are. I think Hoda Fleek, whatever, fuck, the final arc, I think that's probably going to be number 1. Though I feel like that's going to be a tough one to rank because it's just such a radically different arc. And, like, to be honest, I feel like the first 2 arcs in particular are just, like, kind of tough to rank. To the point where, like, I'm kind of debating on whether or not to even include them on the list. Because they are just such radically different arcs from the rest. Like, yeah, Vinland is probably going to be... I mean, to be honest, even though I was disappointed by it, it's probably still in the top tier. Asgard is probably towards the bottom. And Jotunheim's probably middle of the road towards top, like, kind of upper middle tier. Oh, I forgot to even talk about Hamptonshire. Hamptonshire is probably mid tier, upper mid tier, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Should I just not include those two, the beginning and end? Because I feel like there's radically different arcs, and like I feel like they're so integral to the narrative that it feels weird to. Actually, wait, we're 30, aren't we? Oh, we're only 26. Okay, whatever, we'll do it then. Yeah, I feel like they're so integral to the plot that it kind of makes it even more, makes me a bit more hesitant to even include them. But then I also don't like that makes the ranking down to 19 arcs. Like, it's kind of a weird number.
Another king lost, Abel.
Stop washing your face with mead.
How can I face Halfdan Jarl now? I failed him again.
These storm clouds of despair will not solve anything, Finir. We need action.
What action?
We can take the battle to what
I'll
remains of
probably
Ruud's
still
clan.
include them. I think like everything that's declared as an arc within the game, like everything that has a like something arc starts, whatever. I think we'll include just because it's just easier that way.
Held in place by timber spikes.
Ooh, Best Buy Cyber Monday sale just started.
Timber burns.
Copy of 13 Sentinels still hasn't shipped yet, so it's still worried about that.
They would see us coming
Well,
long before we reached the walls.
We raise a bid.
I don't think I ever talked about this, but kind of annoyed that Best Buy end up dropping some of their prices on things. Because like I end up buying some things from GameStop because Best Buy's prices were a bit outdated for certain things like Avengers and Target's Pro Skater. It turns out fucking Best Buy price matched those things, if not even went lower. Like they fucking went to 30. Wait, what was it? 25 for Avengers, which is cheaper. Which ideally I would have bought it from fucking Best Buy over GameStop. So that was annoying. And in Target's Pro Skater they went to 25, which matched Target and a whole bunch of stuff like that. Because like Best Buy is my personal favorite, I guess you could say, of the bigger retailers online. Like I would rather buy from Best Buy than Target or Walmart or GameStop. Or GameStop's my least favorite. I fucking hate GameStop and how they fucking like run their website and everything. I feel like Best Buy is the best. Target is like fine, I guess. Walmart sucks too, though. I really don't like Walmart's.
Maybe so, but I would rather hold on to something,
Wait.
anything, than ride with empty hands.
If Ruud's clan
Wait.
continues
Oh, it's
to
the
roll this
500
kingdom
one. Shit.
unchecked,
Okay, let's get the horse.
people of East Anglia will be as ravaged as these lands.
And where do we find ourselves?
Oh, fuck off! Get on the horse.
To beg a horde of frightened farmers
Get on the
for aid.
fucking
To fight
horse.
for a king that you gave them, Finir. Remember that.
It was my task to find them a king, not protect that king against every danger that might befall him.
Oswald wasn't crowned yet, nor was he married. I say you have some work yet to do.
Right. No need to short.
I don't know if I ever talked about this, but today I also got the fucking I lived, I died. What was it? I lived, I died, and now I sleep. I forgot the message already. But essentially, I got that fucking thing stuck in my head today. Pretty much like because I ended up editing that thing right before work, so I had that and I was like talking about it. But then like even after I got home from work, I was like, I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep, I dream. And in my dream, I whatever. I forgot the rest.
Clan is your enemy, not me. I come on behalf
Let's see if I can
of
look
the
it
late
up.
Oswald of Ilmenham.
Still a dame from top to two. It's your meddling that led to
Why is it so hard to fucking find? I found it earlier today. What's my ally?
Oswald died defending East Anglia, defending you. Will you not do the same?
What? Die in defense of a lost cause?
I lived, I died,
East
and
Anglia
now
will
I sleep.
fall to its
Yeah, that's something else
hands.
I wouldn't mind doing. Is like
Drive them off.
doing a video just talking about Layla's character. I feel like that would be an interesting video.
Have their own battles to fight.
If
Like
you
just
need
talking
an
about how
axe,
shit she
I'm
is in
standing right here.
the first two games, and how like they kind of redeemed her with Valhalla, but she still sucks.
He was taken by Ruin's men a fortnight ago. And I'll not
I
rest until it's
lived,
back in
I
our
died,
hands.
and now I sleep.
Let me and my raiders
And
take
in
the
my
village.
sleep, I
Save
dream.
your strength.
And in my
Join us for the
dream.
fight.
Bold offer. If you do as you promise, the pikes at Theavard will be yours. I will take this news to our forward camp, Abel. Follow when you can.
I will see you there.
Kingsbury's church has a great horn atop its steeple. You managed the task, blew it. I knew you kept your word.
Everything is gone, Reeve. Everything.
Ah, my friend, we will rebuild, I promise you.
Anyway, let's just end here. Yeah, next episode we'll continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.